Let's get this show on the road. Have we got some people in already? Have you been waiting patiently? That's novel. How is everyone doing today? I'm not used to that. I'm used to a few seconds to myself here. I'm not quite ready. How is everyone doing? Sadly, it's cloudy tonight, so looks like it's going to be another SETI stream for us. But hey-ho, that's not too bad. Once again, though, I'm not up to date with the latest news. That's a bit frustrating. So who have we got in? Have we still got Raf in? Carl, Shepsy Tickers, Disclosure as well. Scottish Planespotter is in as well. Good to see you. How is everyone? Is that working? Yeah, that is working. Good. I am glad to hear it. So yeah, sadly it is cloudy, but there is a chance, let's double check the weather, that we might get some little window of a skywatch tomorrow. Excuse me. Right, let's have a look ahead. We're getting a little break, and then 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, tomorrow evening is looking reasonably clear for us, so that's good. That's a good start, isn't it? Let's go back to there. Is it going to work? Multitasking, watching Liverpool game and listening to you. Now that is commitment there. I appreciate that one, Raf. Doing both at the same time. There's two eyes. Kate's in over on Twitch as well. Good to see you. So we have pushed it. We need to do one more day on Twitch. So this stream right now with 3 average viewers, and then we'll be there. Rosette's in as well. Harco too. How are you doing, sir? Yes, we've had a good night. We're going to have to, I think, maybe bring up one of those websites that you linked us to, Harco, tonight, whilst we're doing this, as a little bit of something extra to look at. So yeah, if you are joining us, wondering what corner of the internet you found yourself in, we are searching for potential alien radio signals coming in from amongst the stars. We are currently searching what is called the hydrogen line. It's the frequency of the channel on the radio dial that scientists theorize we are most likely to hear the "hello, is anybody else out there" message. And in the 1970s, we may have heard just that. The infamous WOW signal was heard right where that yellow line is at the top. Not the same patch of sky, because we're a little bit later. We've just missed the Sagittarius constellation, sadly. But we can still hear things. Our friend Fomalhaut, the star, 25 light years from us, is about to come into range of our dish. So you never know, maybe we will get the signal. Let me just mess it. There we go. Excuse me. Where are we in the chat? Crafting and being obnoxious whilst watching. Now that's multitasking. I imagine all of those come naturally to you there, Rosetta. I can watch Twitch, but I can't comment tonight. But I think that should. I think watchers is what we're actually. I thought it was commenters, but I think it's minimum of 3 consecutive watchers, and that should push us over the line. And then we can figure out all of the animations and little things that come up when you feed Alan on Twitch. And he'll be grateful of that one. I see a comment there. Thank you. Liverpool fuckbutt. Get back to your curtains. I love that. Starting fights in the comments there. Where are our mods tonight? Need to separate you two. I'm sad because it's cloudy. Scottish Planespotter, I feel you there as well. So frustrating, isn't it? I suppose we'll have to get used to this. It's interesting, isn't it, to run through the seasons, because we've only been doing this since end of June, the very end of June. So yeah, it's our first time running through all the seasons, seeing what it's going to be like, how we adjust as the seasons change, as it gets earlier, darker, and hopefully clearer in the winter months there. Hopefully, but it's not been a good start, has it? We're pushing almost 2 solid weeks of clouds. But it was a good run last night. I haven't gone through the recording, but we saw so much, especially in that first hour or so. It was crazy busy, so I think there's going to be some good clips from that one. I think I've got a free weekend to do the clips, I think. So, excuse me. Slammers Forever, is that a football team? I don't know, following that one. Kate's dual wielding tonight, aren't you? You're on both. Excellent. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're going to be searching for those alien radio signals coming in from amongst the stars. We've lost the plateau, haven't we? So the other night when we was doing this, that orange section where the line is at the middle, the interesting bit, we had a nice little plateau, kind of like we've got just to the right of it there, but we had two for a while and then just one, but right over that interesting frequency patch there. Oh, it's analysing. Is there anything amongst that noise there? Is there a signal? That's what it's looking for, a faint signal in amongst all the background noise. And no, it's not found anything. Yeah, but we had kind of a signal. We had something going on there the other day, but it wasn't clear. It wasn't obvious, sadly. So maybe we'll get something tonight there. A little sluggish tonight, but you're doing it. Oh, it's appreciated, Kate. Thank you. But hey, if you do need a night off, we can forgive you for that. I'll have to have a word with Alan, but I'm sure he'll come round. And Alan, do you want to say hello? Because it's been mentioned to me a few times. Hey, Upsin, how you doing? Mentioned to me that Alan's not getting enough airtime, you know.
It's me, Alan, the real star of the show.
Thank you, Alan. So we'll have to remember to bring him out a few times tonight as we're going. But yeah, hopefully we're going to see some more action. There's more signals. These are vast distances, aren't they, that we are talking about here? Although 25 light years isn't too vast, but that is still 25 years each way if we're talking about radio communications, or really any sort of communications there. Light waves as well, if they wanted to flash a laser at us, it would take 25 years each way for that conversation to happen there. So just around the time of the millennium, if we do pick up a signal coming from a Fomalhaut. And that was interesting because I think it's a trinary system, is Fomalhaut. There we can see it in the range they're showing where our telescope is there. Trinary system, two dwarf stars and a much bigger, brighter one are there. But they do believe there may be an exoplanet they might have detected around one of the stars there. So there may be a little planet for that signal to come from. Where are we? There. Alan, Shepsy says you're looking good, Alan. He says he's feeling a bit trim. His clothes aren't fitting at the minute there. Where's that? Let's get rid of that one. I might disappear here and there. I feel like I'm getting hit by a cattle prod every 5 minutes. Autoimmune. Oh, that does sound rough there, Kate. Take it as easy as you need to. Won't hold it against you there. That sounds awful. You've always been awesome. You're allowed a night off. Hope that does improve. Do these things, they last a while sometimes, or is it more like a nightly, like an evening thing? It might pass for you if you take it easy. I'm sure you're not allowed to take it easy with all the kids, though. Yeah, but it was lovely and clear here earlier. It's good here. A day off today, so I've been chilling and catching up with Atlas. Oh, excellent, making the most of that free time. Yeah, it's frustrating, isn't it? It was quite nice and bright earlier, but yeah, sadly it wasn't to be this evening. Chilling sounds good, if I don't know the meaning of the word. It's my own fault. I haven't picked up my meds in 3 months. Got told off by the doctor. Honestly, Kate, I do exactly the same thing every month. I'm like, I'll order it tomorrow. I'll order it next week. Oh, it's the weekend. And then before I know it, I'm at a week out of my medication. I'm going, you know what? I'm not feeling so great. And then the question is, have you run out of your meds? I'm like, yes, I know I've run out of my meds. I never learn. But they make it so bloody difficult these days. Especially if you're on specialist stuff there. So I do feel you there. So yeah, we're going to be searching hopefully for some more potential alien radio signals coming in from amongst the stars. There we go. Fomalhaut is just about in range now if they're sending us a particularly strong signal. The thing is, I have no excuse. It's all online. I have to click. Even if it was that easy for me, I'd still have issues with it. I get some stuff that's off-label, so you know, not for the intended use. So you can only a handful of pharmacies in the country that are willing to do it. So, and they all seem to be really antiquated. So you have to phone them up, and if they feel like answering the phone, they'll then send you the invoice, and at some point they'll post it. It's never bloody easy. I reorder mine through patient access. Oh, I mean, yeah. So I can't get a lot of mine on the NHS, sadly. I'd love if it was all in one place. 2 of them I can. Okay, Rosetta says, sort your shit out and you can do it online, Kate. That's harsh. Tickers, you've given the man your number, Tickers. Well, welcome over to the purple side there. That should mean that we'll be able to get some Alan action over on Twitch at some point then. Yeah, past it. Now, even if it was 2 clicks, I still would mess it up. There's something about medication, you just can't get into routine with it. Logged in via the... Oh, and it worked! Excellent, Tickers. Oh, I found tiny independent pharmacies far more helpful. I mean, they're not helpful. They're just slow and trying to get through to them. That's the only thing. They're bloody expensive. You have no excuses why you're here. So just like Maya gives me the hydration reminders, do we need to get Maya in to give us pharmaceutical reminders? Order your prescriptions, guys. What's with the spike in the orange on the left? Oh, actually, that is a good point. Good spot in there. I'm so used to us doing the vertical, I don't actually pay much attention to the sides of the screen there. But you're right, we have a second plateau there, A up. So look, we've got one here, like we were seeing the other day, but we are seeing it here as well. What on earth does that mean? Now, it won't do the signal analysis there, because I've only told it to pay attention to this area, because this is the one that we want to see. But that is weird, isn't it? The fact that is very similar to here, and I've always assumed that this plateau is related to the spike there, that is averaging it out for some reason, and something's going a bit weird. But maybe not. Maybe there's something else going on there. Ion's in! Hello! How are you doing? You found us over here. Hopefully we will be back on TikTok next week. We got the update. They're making the machine. Carl's over on Twitch as well. Good to see you. Yeah, so we got the update today. They're starting to piece the new streaming computer together, and once that arrives, hopefully next week, we'll be back over on Twitch as well as all of these places as well. So we'll see who stays where. But it's going to be interesting keeping up with 3 conversations at once. We'll see how that one goes. But what day is it today? Is it Wednesday today? I think it's Wednesday. So, excuse me. Friday, tomorrow hopefully we're going to get Skywatch in. That is looking nice and clear for us at the minute, touch wood. Yep, and then Friday we'll see if it's clear or not there for a Skywatch, but at 2300 UK time, 11 PM, we're going to be doing our next subscriber deep dive over on Patreon, and we're going to be looking at the Majestic 12 leaked documents there, talking about that shadowy organisation that is meant to be the one in charge of all of the secrecy and the reverse engineering. So that's going to be interesting. I've had a quick skim of the documents, and they are like the proper original documents. They look like they've been initially typewriter typed there, and then photocopied about 1,000 times, so it's going to be a bit of an interesting one to read it there. But yeah, do make sure you're joining us over for that one. You should still be able to, if you haven't signed up already, for the link in our bio, you get the first month free there. And actually, that is a point, guys. If you are Patreons already, most of you should have rolled over now into the normal membership thing. But do check, because I know quite a lot of, personally, when I signed up for myself to test it, it doesn't tell you, but it rolls you over into the free section, and that won't allow you to join into the live stream on Friday. So you want to double check that you're in the Skywatcher tab, not the free one, for that one there. But I hope to see you all for that one, because I'm looking forward to reading through those ones as well. Where are we in the chat? Why did it say the hydrogen line 2? That's a very good question, Rosetta. Mainly because I thought I programmed the markers in wrong, and I can't delete it. So the 1 is the correct one. The 2 was when I got it slightly wrong. I don't know how to delete it there. I have alarms for all my meds, or I forget. I end up taking it twice. I do that. I definitely do that. I just normally forget to take them at all if I don't have an alarm for it there. I tend to commute at the time when I need to take some, so I'm always missing the middle ones there. And Ion, I found you. I've been very busy. I hope a good busy, Ion. But you eventually found us here tonight, all TikTok refugees. But yeah, we should be back on all platforms at some point next week, hopefully in time for a Friday special next Friday, because we're going to have, on the Thursday evening, we're going to be doing the Discord Movie Club, and then Friday we're planning for Halloween to do some special content, but that will depend on if the computer's here and how confident I am in how much it works there. I'm the kind of person, Kate, that has No joke, 12 alarms to wake me up in the morning, and I'm still... Honestly, 12 rookie numbers. I just let mine snooze for hours. I'll definitely be able to stream all 3 concurrently. I'll hold you to that one, Rosetta. I want to see, and I want comments in all, and keeping up with the chat on all 3 of the ones there. Good to see you, Blue Nose. How are you doing? How is your week going so far? Where are we there? I've got a different sound for each alarm. I think a new change might help. Actually, my routine is good. Oh, my routine's getting to a routine. I know the feeling for that one there. Fantastic work. It's directly above the plateau there. It is. I'm going to make me question myself again. But to double check that I didn't get it around the wrong way. No, I think that's right. But it is directly in line with that. It's actually perfectly centralised. I wonder if that's throwing it off. Maybe it's the markers? But is it reading the markers as a signal? It shouldn't do, because it's taking the audio source in. I'm going to have to investigate that one. Let's see if it comes back for the next one. But it's a good spot there. Who's seen Ancient Aliens series on the History Channel? I've been recommended it. I haven't actually seen a full episode yet, though. I'm still so far behind. I'm only, 4 or 5 episodes of Skinwalker Ranch, and I just haven't had time there. Maya is in the house. Good to see you there. How are you doing there? The orange peak is getting... Oh my god, it is. You're right there, Carl. That is... Look, is that the biggest we've seen it? Come on, look. Part of that is in the range of analysis. Let's hope there's something there. Oh, that is exciting, isn't it? that has got my little attention. That has. That is interesting. Only 9 days until Halloween. Yeah, hopefully we'll be all rolling for our little specials there. May I come in with those hashtags as well? Kate, I've seen a few of them. I'm all for completing series though if I'm not binging. Yeah, same. I have to do it in chunks, and if I then step away for an episode of something else, I totally forget. And so many half-done series there. The big orange Mohican and the little one to the left. That's it. The Mohican is visible. I like that one, Tickers. Glad to hear it, Maya there. And thank you. I do need that as a reminder. We were saying earlier, we're all useless with our ordering our prescriptions, Maya. So we need you to come in and give us prescription ordering reminders once a month as well, because we always forget. That large peak is sitting directly below the forever line of someone's microwave, I'm afraid. Yeah. Well, that's what I've always thought is associated with that, but I don't know why it's not a spike, and why is it stronger? Because if anything, that's average, or if not a little bit smaller than sometimes. So why is that picking up there? I don't know. It's got to be associated with that one. But it is interesting. Any differences there is exciting. This normally stays far too much the same. Even that. Well, that's kind of rounding out now, but that was a nice little plateau as well, wasn't it? There. It's definitely the bigger one. They both below the interference, blue lines. They are both below lines, although there isn't a signal for this one over on the left of there. Where are we here? Over on Twitch. I've been neglecting you guys. Carl, thank you. The nom noms there. Should we get Alan in?
Nom nom nom. Thanks, guys.
Some weird emojis on there. There are, and hopefully we can do the custom ones as well. I've got to learn how to animate things. We can get some little animated Allens in there as well. But they are quite fun to have a play with over in that part of it. In a minute we'll have someone say Bob. Yeah, put your medication requests in via sickbay there for Maya, and get the monthly reminders there. We need somebody to keep track of us, don't we? I'm in the episode about ancient astronauts. So I don't know much around the ancient astronauts, other than in carvings, particularly some of the South American ones. There seems to be what very much looks like people, sometimes aliens, but mostly people, just in what can only be described as spacesuits, and then you've also got some in what look like spaceships as well. Is there anything else around that island? I'd love to hear a bit more, because the idea that, we talk about ancient civilizations, don't we, that may have been here but long before us, that maybe got wiped out or set back or even fled the planet. Maybe they did reach that technology, and therefore maybe there is some evidence, maybe on the moon or out there amongst the stars. Love that. Right, Alan needs his vaccination. I can't catch him, Mayor. He needs to go for a walk. He's always all pent-up energy. Have you had the flu jabs? No. Like, no, come near me. I've given up. Snake in a box. I don't know. It looks good though. Can you see the image of it there, Tickers? It's this little box shaking away. I think it's hilarious. No, of course not. No, I am anti-effort, is what I am. I am minimal interaction with public services as possible. They take far too much time. If I can keep away from bureaucracy, the better. It's my feeling. Oh, it's big. So what's that line? Oh, I haven't even numbered the actual lines behind here, but we're getting quite close to that one, aren't we? And that is... It is growing, isn't it? Now Fomalhaut is coming in range. So as that comes further in range, if that continues to grow, maybe there is a correlation there. Maybe we're asking too much, but maybe we can tie it into that one. I can't let the group down. Get your flu jab. No. Oh, no. I minimal effort. That's my. I can't be booking in for things in 3 weeks' time. I'd forget about it. I just won't get the flu. That's my job. I haven't actually had to do the stream like properly ill yet. Did I have a cough once? That might have been the closest we've got to it. But I'm the sort of person that works through being ill, and I shouldn't, because it always then makes you iller for longer. I'm slowly learning that one. But I have a feeling I will try to push through having the flu and doing this stream. I wonder how many of you will be able to hang around with me snivelling away, sweating on the stream, probably hallucinating. I've been watching Ancient Aliens for years. They love to say ancient alien theorists say yes. That's a good way around it. What happened with TikTok? It blocked for a while. Yeah, so what happened is the silliest thing. They didn't. So we have to use a software called TikTok Studio, so we can go live from a desktop rather than a mobile, because that way we can bring in all the different feeds and stuff. And they made a mandatory update for this silly little animation. You know, they get the animations when you gift. There's one there that basically makes the colours of your room change to the music you're listening to. Some silly thing that we'll never use like that, but it's so graphically intense that the computer setup we were using to host that wasn't powerful enough, so we've had to buy a brand new computer just dedicated to streaming, and yeah, it's being made as we speak, and it'll hopefully be delivered next week. But yeah, all of that just because of that silly little update. But the plus side, it will mean that we'll be able to try stream consistently, and we should get better audio, better quality in general across all of the platforms there. So it'll be an improvement, but some of you guys have been very, very too kind, actually, ridiculously too kind with that, helping out towards the cost and that one. So thank you very, very much, you guys, for doing that. But yeah, been far too kind and supportive there. Where are we? Raf, I don't do flu jabs. I'm used to it. Hay fever in the summer, colds in the winter. It's great. It's a balance, isn't it? It's a consistent one. I once had, it was the family computer. I'm not the first one, but I think we had it about 12 or 14 years, and no antivirus on it, none of that. And a friend of mine that was quite computer literate sort of came round. You've always got one tech friend. Came round, looked at it, and went, "You've got like 14,500 viruses on here, something like that." And I was like, just leave them. They're fighting amongst themselves. I can use it. It's working. Just leave them to it. And I insisted on doing saving it, fixing it, getting rid of the viruses. Bloody computer never worked after that. The human body is much the same. Mine is delicately held together with caffeine and nicotine and sticky back plastic. Rosetta, there was a pharmacy near me that I loved because you walked in, went flu jab, they went flu jab, stuck you in the arm, shoved paper in your hand and practically pushed you out the door. Now that is efficient. That's a factory line process there. I can appreciate that. Hey, why can't they just post out nasal flu vax? That'd be ideal. That'd be very easy. That's why you have a doctor on sick bay. Exactly. We've got first doctors on sick bay, so I don't need to go to the pharmacy. If we remember to order it, yes, that's a good point there. They charge you for sending you stamps. Tickers blew my mind the other day. How much did you say when you went and bought a stamp the other day? I remember like first class stamps being like 30p. How much was it the other day? Tickers? Tickers the GoFundMe, yes, thank you for that one, and thank you for your donation there. I do very much appreciate it. My credit card appreciates lowering the burden on that one, so thank you very much, guys, for that one. Every do some good contract deals. Yeah, if they didn't lose it all. For the flu jabs, yeah. Where are we? I'm trying to find where I'm in the chat now. My eyes are going. See, PCs get virus. I can't risk the crew. But yeah. Alan, I wonder if Alan's susceptible to Earth viruses. Do you need your flu jab, Alan? Give it half a bit of Cornish pasty. No, you want to get your money's worth there. Is it £1.50 for a first class stamp? That is insane. Small parcel, best buy, £4 for second. Oh, that's not including the insurance as well, isn't it? Dude, I love Nesquik. It's gone from being a frigging pound to £4.50. That is insane. Alan, it's time to call the mothership. That is insane there. Where are we over on Twitch there? What's that one, Carl? Is that Zealand sup? Is that what? That is an interesting little emoji there. What's Grass Lord? Oh my god, these things on Twitch are hilarious. Don't forget the staples. Home Bargains is your friend. Oh, don't Home Bargains. That is a shop made for ADHDers. There's all of the things that you like, but in formats that you don't know that you like yet. So lots of new bright colours that you just have to try. It's like, I didn't realise I needed a sherbet fountain flavoured toilet cleaner, but there we go. It's it's insane. Every little thing. Oh, everything is. It's absolutely crazy at the minute. Home Bargains, B&M's, yes, B&M, that's the one. And they perfectly, the one we've got here has like this little, I don't know if all of them are like it, but they've got this little aisle as you come in, and it filters you through this aisle. It does a bit of a zigzag. You can't go into the main shop with all the aisles. You have to go through this one first, and that is the one with all of those brand crossovers that I just load up my trolley with. That. Marcus is in the house. Good to see you. I do love a chocolate milk. Something quite satisfying. If I'm going out on the rare occasion, go to like a burger restaurant, got to get a milkshake. Got to get a milkshake. We'll stop there. Shannon's dad's garden, yes. Oh, I miss Shannon and the autocorrect. Hopefully we can catch up with her next week. They do carrier bags that randomly scan. Not randomly, consistently scare it. Hey, maybe I could get my socks there. B&M is Frey Bentos land. Do they do the weird crossover flavours with those pies? Like slush puppy flavoured Frey Bentos pies. Banana, no, Rosetta. Actually, banana, 100%. In a previous life, I used to have one of those fancy milkshake shops where you could go and blend like a chocolate bar with a milkshake, whatever it was, what the trend was at the time. The best one was fresh banana, obviously ice cream in there, and a crumbled flake, just a little bit on the top. Absolutely amazing. That is ridiculous. £5 for ground coffee. Or root beer. Oh, I haven't had a float in ages there. You have such a weird order from there, devastating. It was basically like one of them, yeah. What was your order? That is... I like that one, Kate, on Twitch. That is a very good emote there. I want to see if I can find one. Are there any good ones that I can post? I need to see what the animations are before I post it. No. I'm posting that one. Kind of looks like Savile, that one. A Mentos, a Balti flavour. Now that is interesting, isn't it? God. So we are. Ooh, how are we doing? What's the numbers here? We're getting there. We're getting there. We probably lost a few people now. BNM deep dive there. Okay, just going to have to trust me because it's an amazing. This is your order from Shake Shack. Wrigley's extra strong mint shake with Swedish glacier vanilla ice cream, vegan and soy milk, and a Wrigley's gum flavoured. That. All right. I will reserve full judgment until I've tried it, which I don't expect will happen anytime soon. But I am sceptical. Rosette, I am sceptical there. That sounds very, very Margate-y. I have a question. How the hell does the government think people will afford to actually buy food? And it's like, oh my god. Yeah, and it's only getting worse. Do a Balti flavour, you've got Marcus' attention now. Extra strong mints. Oh. That was the mints. Even still, though. That's weird. The pennies we find down the back of the sofa. £8, Jesus. It is actually mental at the minute. I can't see it on the. I'm trying to. Is this a thrush emoji over on Twitch? I can't see what you'd think it is. Liking that on Carl. That's probably closer. Guys, yeah, you're definitely missing out on the old Twitch ones there. That is going to be interesting. So, right, should we? Let's have a look. Hold on. Can we? Wait, have I got the? I've still got it open from Harco's. Oh no, where are we? Harco's messages. Right. Okay. So let's go back to our world map here. Might help if I loaded it up on the screen for you guys. Is that going to go up? There we go. Right, so this is the world map of UFO. Excuse me, I've done that coke too quick. UFO, UAP sightings around the world. Live map. Red means it's a historic sighting, but that's not necessarily too old. Green is quite recent, so probably within the last 12 months. I think their criteria is there. We went on a little bit of a world tour, didn't we? Going to some interesting places. Where should our first one be? Where should we point? We'll see what sightings they've got there, and you can have me try and guess again what we're looking at there. Gosh, they are high up. You're gonna be waiting up all night to get the. Going to be queuing up early for B&Ms there, Marcus. £8. That is insane. I'm a trained chef and a slight prepper. What aren't you? There are so many facets to your identity there. You kind of remind me of like Roger from Family Guy. We learn something new. Not only you got insane crafting skills, bakery skills here, chef, prepper, like different hat there. Cairo. Okay, we did Cairo the other day, didn't we? And there wasn't much there, but let's have another look again, see if we can do that one. Earth doesn't deserve us, yeah, to Pluto. That's what it feels like when you have it. It's an American football with a hand. You're going to have to describe that one to me in person there, Tickers. I've had so many different jobs over the years, just like Roger from Family Guy there. Heraldic Artist as well, if it makes you happy. It does. Right, let's look in at Cairo here. Okay, so we did the ones in the city centre, I think, last time, the sightings. So, or did we? No, I think we did, but we definitely would have done the known on here. 10 sightings, we haven't done this one here. So let's see some of these sightings. We'll do from newest there, 2021. Line of stars exceeding 25, moving slowly. Now, that could be Starlink. So the line of stars exceeding 25, moving slowly. While flying across Egypt, we recognise a strange phenomena, looking like a line of stars exceeding 20, and it was moving extremely slowly. Equal separated distance for almost 5 minutes until it passed above us. I was able to take a photo of the phenomena, but they haven't posted it there. I'm thinking, guys, that's going to be Starlink. What do we reckon there? Oh, Amazon, yes. I'm thinking Starlink for that one. Strange thing in the sky. Now, isn't that foreboding? When was this? 2017. Strange thing in the sky. We have photographed this strange thing in the sky. Note, source reports provides no contact information. We're not able to contact them, and we have no photographs. Okay, maybe the language barrier is coming into play there a little bit. Oh, no, Sentinel Island. I can't imagine they're going to be... well, they'll probably be reporting quite a lot of things as UFOs. Alright, what's this one? 2014, Cairo, Egypt. Lights on object. Emitted beams. Possible abduction. Now, this is getting interesting. This is getting saucy. Where are we? Very weird. The first time I ever see something like this. It was a very weird phenomena. It was a circle object with two white spike-like beams changing shape at the bottom of it, and one green light at the center of the UFO from above. The UFO was moving a little slower than a plane. Then after some time it disappeared. Me and my sister are very sure it was a UFO before the light was cut off because of an electrical problem, so this might have an effect. So I think they're saying they had electrical problems there. What do we think of that one? What do we think? It doesn't strike me as an obvious of what that one could have been. Let's do another one here, then we'll go look for some of those other suggestions. This was 2013, Cairo. I was in the balcony looking at the sky after midnight. I saw a white triangle UFO flying over our apartment. It didn't make any sound. It was as big as a jet. Witness indicates that the date is approximate. Okay, well, triangle ones, that ties in, doesn't it, with the TR3B there, but not white. That's interesting. Right, let's take this back. Right, we said North Sentinel Island. This is going to really challenge me. And now, right, where's India? Somewhere around here, isn't it? I would have thought it would have been. Is it off this coast? It's not going to be that close, is it? I mean, I've got no... I'm just guessing. I know it's an Indian territory or protectorate, isn't it? So I'm assuming it's going to be around here. That's going to be too far. No idea there. Right, we're in the chat. Amazon. Okay, we'll try the Amazon if we can't find it there. Oh, I forgot to send you a picture. I was sent from Chillingham Castle on a paranormal investigation. Oh, Bernadette, I want to see that. Thank you. That'd be cool. That one definitely did sound like a Starlink one. If they had any knowledge of the internet, sure, exactly. The cargo cult phenomena, though, I know it comes up a lot lately at the minute, but it is really interesting. I had a job as a medium, but I couldn't see a future in it. But Nightboat to Cairo, yes. Scottish is back. Tickers, I used to work in confectionery aesthetics. It was pretty sweet. Oh. You guys are ever going to be between yourselves now with the dad jokes? I got the sack from the calendar factory for taking too many days off. I'm not gonna play that one anymore. Right, let's look in the the Amazon jungle, not the Amazon warehouse. Right. No, that's Africa, wrong continent. Right. So there's not much around here. But then again, it isn't very populated, is it? Let's try this one. Porta Velho. I'm sure that's somewhere near the Amazon. Can we click on it? Come on, come on. There we go. One sighting. There's a recent one. 2025. Ah, the 4th. Brazil. It seemed to be looking for something with a slightly bright light underneath of the UFO. It was a normal day by the pool and birthday until two people saw something, and when they looked, they said it wasn't a plane, because a plane doesn't fly so low. And I also didn't have that shape. They saw it for a few seconds, then it disappeared. Then there's the Portuguese version. Okay, that's quite a limited description there, but hey, I mean, it is the middle of the jungle, so let's not hold it too much for them. Let's look here. Is that Manus? All right, let's look at the recent ones here. Within the 12 months. I saw the UFO fly and disappear quickly over my house. I've been in all these pictures. I've been investigating UFOs since 2023, and today at 7:30 p.m. here in Manaus, in Brazil, in the region where I live, we also see bird orders, and they come during the hours of 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. In 2023, a lot of UFOs used to come 3 to 4 on the same night. And I also have been analysing their behaviour and how they move and act during the flight. No plane, the Air Force helicopter, or airport helicopter moves in the same way. Even though I am not a professional, I know very well how a plane works. A helicopter, also, the difference is the plane. It signals the colours, red and green flashing simultaneously, and the helicopters too. If it was Starlink satellite, I would know, because they walk in a row and emit the clear blue light and walk in the same direction. Oh God, I'm losing the words now. It will connect to the UFOs. This all started through... No full stops in this. I thought I was bad at grammar. This all started through my 6-year-old cousin, who always saw the UFOs pass by, and no one believed until I saw it. It was a very incredible feeling, and I was nervous and with my heart pounding, and I was crying without wanting to cry. It was very... Maybe you've seen the prices of Fray Bentos pies lately. It was very strange, but the feeling was incredible. Right at the end of November 2024, we saw 3 or 4 of them. I called my family to see if they believed me. Everyone was amazed by the presence of the UFOs, unidentified extraterrestrial beings. Everyone in the family is already aware and open-minded. Aliens exist here. They actually do say that about South America, that it's much more open there culturally. Aliens exist here. The government has been hiding this from us for a long time. It's impossible to hide it anymore. I mean, we've got that in common, I think. Who would be stupid enough to believe that these are drones? Humanity is very closed-minded. Interesting chap. I think he's winning us over. But moving on to the UFO side, I had several videos, but unfortunately I lost my cell phone. I couldn't get the images again. But since I knew that these beings would appear during the next year through my investigation, they appeared. I was able to film them again. I was pretty lucky. I'm here to give my testimony, my record that I did see a UFO. I hope that the government, the deep state, the KGB and the CIA don't silence me for this because of this investigation, because I am posting on social media. People post on social media. This goes for those who believe or not. Is this just... I think... no, he's just justifying his views there. Right, okay, this is an image. Oh no, it's a video. Right, let's have a look at this one. We'll full screen this.
Dia 7 de janeiro, antes do meu aniversário. Dia antes do meu aniversário. Mudou de direção.
It's very hard to tell this.
Tá gravando. Tá conseguindo gravar. Vou ficar quando eu digo.
I mean, it was getting a static light in the sky there. At least it had something. Maybe we need to switch over to the video one. See if there's any more clips lately. Right, where are we? Oh, do Scotland. We can do Scotland. Marcus, I swear I see a glory gainer at the end of my hallway the other night. First I was afraid that, oh God, very good. Bird orders sound legitimately terrifying. The birds have ordered it. I mean, 3 to 4 a.m. is a, you know, a known time, isn't it, for things in the paranormal world? So maybe there. It is a up. It was an interesting read, that one. I think you're right there. You can't have stuff like the Nazca Lines nearby and not believe in aliens. I think probably one of our downfalls, isn't it, here, that we don't have a lot to get into contact with the mysterious, do we, in our day-to-day? So no wonder a lot of people don't believe there. Ah, thank you, Mayor, there. Bored of the man now. So I forwarded him your email address, man. He's going to... not Mayor, sorry, Rosetta. And he said he's going to recount it for you again. Can see that. Yeah, I couldn't see much there. Pop your glasses on there. I have a theory about the witch now. Do share. Yeah, we want to see that one there. Oh, loving those ones. Oh, a multiple emoji. Very good, Squid. I like that one, Kate. Remember when it used to be midnight? Then when did it change to 3 AM? That is a good point. Maybe time zones? Summertime? Daylight savings? Anyway, let's get back to this boss. We want to hear your theory on the witching owl there. When the pubs chuck out in Margate. Right, what have we got here? There's another one in that city there. There's a few in the area, but maybe because it's the population centre. Oh, it was a triangle. It was 3 slowly moving brown cardboard origami-like looking, the size of an ultralight, I'm assuming ultralight aircraft, side by side. They made no noise. They could barely be seen. Me and my family have seen this thing, but we never understood what it was. I was 6 years old. I'm trying my best to remember what I saw. Okay, so maybe it wasn't... Oh, 2001 it occurred, reported in 2023. I've not heard one like that before. Right, Scotland. Let's have a look over on Scotland. I think I can figure that one out. Whoa. Let's go right in the middle of nowhere there. Let's go for that one. I'm assuming the middle of nowhere. Fortingall. And that was... When was that? 2016 here. And bright white light. Walking through the woods with my friend and dog. Is it the same one and the same? Your dog and friend. We spotted this strange white light in the sky. We watched it dart from side to side. And then, in the blink of an eye, it was gone. We were both left speechless and bewildered as to what we just saw. Now, that is interesting, because that is that anomalous behaviour that we really want to... we want to see ourselves in that side by side. Filters out most of the things that it could be. Ref, I can't find normal places for toffee, but he can find a military base in seconds. The fuck. I tried to put a photo in the Discord of something I caught this time last year, but I couldn't. Is there an email address? Yes, there is, Marie. Message me, reminding me to ask for it, and I will put it. I'll send it to you. I need to get a generalised one, but drop me a message and I'll get that over. I'm not sure why it wouldn't allow it in the old Discord. That's a bit frustrating. Right, Rosetta, I'm never great at explaining my theories, but many people have dysregulated hormone levels, which create a spike of cortisol, stress hormone, at around 3 AM. Cortisol rises the blood pressure and heart rate because it triggers your sympathetic nervous system. You are, I think, 100% on the money there, Rosetta. I have this thing, it's come back actually frustratingly the last few weeks, but it had gone since we'd moved here. But literally that sort of time in the morning, my body will go into full on, out of nowhere, like heart pounding, you know, it's a proper cortisol dump basically. And sometimes it's so intense that it's woken me up before. I'm not normally asleep at that time now, so it's normally as I'm trying to get to sleep. But when I was younger, it used to wake me up, and I'd wake up shaking, and I thought there was an earthquake. And this happened multiple times. You're sitting there kind of awake going, what's going on? The bed's shaking, I'm shaking, and it felt like everything around me. And it took about 3 or 4 events to realise, no, that it was my heart was going so fast, I was vibrating through the floor there. But you hear a lot of that in some abduction accounts and things like that. So I do think that you're totally right that with cortisol dumps at that sort of time, if you're dysregulated, I could account for quite a lot of the experiences there. Because if I hadn't have known, I mean, I thought what the hell was going on initially when I was younger. It really does, I think that does make a lot of sense there. Ah, Marie, really? Yeah, I've heard that one as well. So why does the body decide that time to do it? that fits, and it's also a little bit unnerving there. Oh, I think you're totally right there. Yeah, a big responsibility. There's definitely some experiences where I've experienced exactly that, and I know it's not paranormal. Not to say that there isn't a paranormal answer for a lot of what people experience, but I do think there are lots of other things that we have to filter out first there. It all adds up then, doesn't it, Tickers? If you wake up at 3 a.m. with the scariest, have a piece of toast, you need the carbs. I always end up doing that. Do they really, Maya? Is that my problem? If I fuck off demon, I need cake. Yeah, I do. I come down and binge normally to try and like change the system. Come down and have an ice cream. Dr. Wayne I used to get up when he woke up, usually at 3 a.m. But then again, if I lived on Maui, I'd be the same. Oh, Maui, yeah. We noticed my background's changed. We know we're doing really well. Through the palm trees. It doesn't decide to do it as much as the spike works in line with your circadian rhythms. Oh, so that's. Well, mine's probably well out of rack there. Sound was vibrating. I honestly thought it was an earthquake the first few times this happened, because you're shaking so much you can just feel like everything around you going. I'm shaking the desk now. It took me a while to figure that one out because I was so dazed. Yeah, right. Just getting old. A bit of both. I think it goes hand in hand. Do they really? Maybe that's why I crave it. Because I go on a binge for things like that. And I thought it was just because that's all that was in the house at that time was toast. Two are fighting. That is very interesting. We're learning things every night here. That is the correlation that I do find fascinating there. Toast, cookies, bananas, candy. I mean, you literally describe me about, between 3 and 4 in the morning, frantically going through the last of everything that's slightly sugary. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's a bit frustrating it's come back lately. There. But it knows what it needs. I do not trust my body's intuition. My body said it needs a lot of fancy things. No, that's Skinwalker Ranch, isn't it? It's around this way. Yeah, there we go. Right, I'm going to get back to that one. And type 1, Jesus. And if it doesn't do this with it, with it, yes. This gets a bit dodgy there. Definitely on the dysregulation side. Oh, yes. Do the whole jolts there, Raf. Yeah, to help you become alert. I don't want to be alert at 4 a.m. I'm trying to get to sleep. It's not needy, it's wanted, definitely. Oh, definitely there, Sickers. Well, okay, that's quite funny actually, because the flip side of that is a new version. This one subsided for a while, and then I got what felt like I was dying. Again, I think it's another stress-related one response. But it kind of felt like the life was being sucked out of me every night. Not like that before you go off. So that you'd get sleepy and then just get, oh no, this doesn't feel like a good sleep. This feels like, a final sleep. And then I have to try and wake myself up to get out of it. Very weird. Oh God, I'd forgotten about those ones. Right, so let's look for some more ones whilst we're looking at that one. A succubus. I should be so lucky. A toothless Wiltshire succubus. I do some meditation tapes. I think I'm beyond meditation tapes. Meditation stresses me out. It's gone full circle. Right, let's have a look. What we got here in Scotland then? But yes, aliens. Where are we? Where was this one? Larger than a satellite. And this was in 2025, so it's a local one. Like it. Lights on an object, aurora haze around it. The walking path. Whilst fishing local water, a clear, bright satellite-type object seemed to flash, almost like an old camera. This light moved infrequently in speed, nothing like a satellite, almost zigzagged. When a friend shone a torch upwards, it suddenly stopped and seemed to increase in size, then almost U-turned and moved to the left. Stopped again and began moving right. It became amazingly bright and vanished. My friend and myself have seen satellite shooting stars in many evening non-light polluted skies. This made us both feel very uncomfortable. Amazingly, we seemed to forget or not mention it until my friend was watching TV and suddenly remembered. Very strange indeed. Now, so many points of that one that are very, very interesting indeed. Aliens. Oh. Have there been any sightings really far north of Scotland? There has, and there is actually one of the reported crash retrievals that happened, I think, just off of Orkney, in one of the deeper parts of the sea there. There's rumours that the Americans recovered a triangular craft, not a reverse-engineered triangular craft, but one from the seabed. There, I think in the 80s. That's kind of coming out now. People are coming out with information. It's very interesting. They're Ref, Gervais and Pilkington are my meditation when I'm trying to sleep. I can't. If I have anything on, I'm either so bored by it that I end up thinking about things, or I'm really into it and then it keeps me awake. I'm not one for believing in my body's intuition anymore. Last time I did, we ended up with twins. Truly sorry, Mark. Exactly. I like Kate. Kate can feel that one. There's a lot. Rosette, I trusted my body when I felt a sense of impending doom and death, and I was right, because I had a septic shock, and my internals were feigning in a cascade. Well, that is, I think sometimes it can be right, but I mean, if I listen to my body, I've checked it out, they can't find anything. So just stress there, I think. Jesus. Right, what you need to... How do I... Hold on. Get rid of that one. Sorry, distracted by that one. Yes, Ticker, see, I was just trying to remove that one. Oh, wow. That is full on. Do you remember anything about the coma? Because who was it the other day was talking about, basically, if you do remember them, you know, there is like a sense of awareness, bits and pieces, really. God, that's got to be so odd, but stressful. Right. So this was an interesting one, wasn't it? So we had a strange movement, the increasing and decreasing in lights there, but also that they forgot and didn't mention it until they were reminded. Now that reminds me of your story there, Tickers, where you had a sighting and you didn't remember until recently. Oh, Jeremy Corbell and Nap are talking about disclosure. It's starting to feel like it's dead in the water. I've seen a few stories like that at the minute. They're talking about this latest wave seems to be, it's petered out, it's faded out. And look, things come in waves, don't they? I still think that disclosure isn't going to come from an official source. I don't think it can, in a sense. It's more of a group acceptance thing, which will happen through channels like what we're doing. I mean, it helps push it along and it helps gives us some more evidence, you know, gets a little bit more momentum. But I think we've got a lot of momentum this time round, and I think there's so much going on that we are documenting now. I give talks in teaching hospitals to potential ITU doctors about the patient experience in intensive care. Oh wow, an ITU delirium, yeah. Now, it's good that they're considering that side of things as well. I'd love to hear a bit more about the actual patient experience there, because it's not one of the things you really consider unless you've got the misfortune for yourself or a loved one to be in the position there. That is fascinating there. Devour the spammer. That's the official response, Kate, over on Twitch for spammers. I like that. Yeah. Let's do this one for a second, and we'll bring up the sightings one. Where was that one hiding? I think it was there. Oh. See that one? That was the one. Right, let's refresh that. Oh. Is this up to date? Okay. No, statistically you can go your entire life without speaking to anyone else who has been into intensive care and survived. I mean, makes sense, doesn't it? And thank God you wouldn't want it the other way. That is it. Right, shall we look at this one? Oh, Kate. Well, you've blown all the statistics, Kate. Right, let's load up this one. Probably be a shorter one tonight, but let's have a look at some of these sightings as we wind up. So, what's this one? Let's view the enigma. This sighting here is New York, 20th October, so what, Monday. My little brother just gave me his telescope and I decided to see what was in the sky. The sun was already set and it was just turning dark. I don't know what it is, but it looks bugged out. Tell me what you guys think. Let's have a look at this one. So immediately it looks like some interesting... Seems to be pretty... That's got to be a lens. Don't know with that one. So, okay, it's in a fixed position then. Yeah, statistically it was going to be, wasn't it? Or is that routine gallbladder removal? 1 in 60,000 of what happened to me. Large stone got lodged in ripped through 5%. Oh, Jesus, yeah. It's a bug. I mean, it could be. It looks like something playing up with the sighting on it. So it's fixed relative, isn't it, its position? The kids. Right, let's zoom back out on that one. Let's see the next one. That makes it It's the right... No, I'm not going to go down that road. Right, what's this one? I'm just going to laugh internally at that one. Ah, yes. I was thinking about that the other day. I still don't know what our plans are, but yes. Amarillo, Texas are there. October the 17th. A fireball in the sky over the southwest Amarillo moved in multiple directions. Got the last few seconds of it on camera. Let's have a look. Ooh. Help if I actually clicked on it, not scrolled. mean, that could just be a Chinese lantern. That one's coming down low. The trees are moving. Also, the last one, so it must be windy, and the light's static. Yeah. Oh, no, it wasn't one. Right, okay. Let's do a one more, shall we? It's the voice one. Oh, I was on my way to the chicken coop to let the chickens out. A flash of light caught my eyes, so I looked up and saw this. So I snapped a couple of photos real quick and tried to record it as well. Is interfering with his chickens. And it's very, very bright, isn't it? And depending on how far up, that could be quite large. Again, I don't think drones are that reflective. I mean, could be a balloon. Starting to see why they assumed weather balloons a lot of the time. Oh, bedtime. Oh, night, Maya. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be off soon anyway, so hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow there. Yes, we'll do a live from the pub. Oh, Raf, 6 AM, 11-hour shift. Oh, Raf. Yeah. But visiting family tickets, isn't it? Or friends for the New Year's. Yeah. Small world, isn't it? Oh. Zoomed in too much on that one. Right, that was an interesting one there. Right, I think that is probably for us to wind up for today. Only a quick one, but I'm sure we'll be back tomorrow, and it's looking like it's potentially good weather. So we might get another skywatch in, which is exciting. So yeah, if it is true, we'll be on nice and early for that one, as soon as it gets dark and as soon as I'm off the train, hopefully. Yeah, it'd be good to skywatch. So remember to check your Patreon as well, to make sure you're on the right one there for Friday. But other than that, yeah, we'll see everybody tomorrow. Where are we? There we go. Thank you everyone for joining us. And oh, how's it going, lady? She's still a bit rough, but she's okay. She'll be there. Take a rest. Thank you for asking. But yeah, night, guys. Thank you so much for being awesome and joining us over here on the quieter platforms. We'll hopefully have a really good one, and tomorrow